Welcome. This video explains how to use an Autodesk Inventor steel shaft for contract-specific changes and using in BIM models. What you see here is a DigiPara Liftdesigner file. It has several pages and it has a concrete shaft. What we want to do is first we want to prepare the Liftdesigner model to load the steel shaft construction. Therefore we change the flooring to concrete and set some other flooring parameters. In the next step we want to remove the walls. This is simply done by selecting the wall and set this to weak hole. This will remove the shaft walls. Now our elevator is prepared to load our steel shaft model from Autodesk Inventor. This is simply done by loading the CAD file using load CAD file functionality in DigiPara Liftdesigner, and we can now natively load the steel frame from Autodesk Inventor and show it in DigiPara Liftdesigner. By clicking the rotate button, we can align the coordinate systems and bring it to the right direction. We enter some equations to bring it in the right position. Once we've done that, we can see that the steel shaft construction has been loaded to all pages. But what happens if a dimension changes? Let's say the car becomes wider. We need to upgrade the steel shaft. This is done by update model. It starts Autodesk Inventor, updates the model and loads the steel shaft back into Liftdesigner. This allows you to easily map parameters between DigiPara Liftdesigner and Inventor and to drive your model. Let's have a look again. So let's change the car size, let's say to 1600. You see the steel shaft is now too large, but by updating the model, clicking on update, you see in Autodesk Inventor the model gets loaded, the dimensions from Liftdesigner are applied to the model and the model is loaded back into DigiPara Liftdesigner. This model is then updated and displayed in all sections. Once you're completed with the model, you can export this as a BIM file and send it to your architect. The architect can load this LDBIM file into Autodesk Revit, his architectural program. He chooses the right level of detail and loads this BIM file into his building model. And you can see that all parts of your elevator are loaded. Also the steel shaft is appearing and becomes available to the architect's model. Let's review the model in Autodesk Revit. You see that all parts are there. When you select the steel shaft, you can view the metadata that are delivered together with the BIM model from DigiPara Liftdesigner. And you see this is the Inventor steel shaft with specific dimensions. The metadata can be configured inside DigiPara Liftdesigner so that the architect sees the right information. Thank you very much for your attention.